Welcome, people. It's your boy Joe, this Jookie J. Back with another episode of Chatty Patty. Want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Do it all up. Who else we got?
We got Rachel here. Hey guys.
Teaganimani. Hey
everyone. We've got Kanyin. What's his name? Is kanyinxo.
Well, go on, people. It's just don't know today.
Oh, just don't know.
It's just don't know. It's just don't know.
Dead. You saying?
It's been a long day, fam. It's been a long day. Day's just started, but it's really been long, fam.
All right, guys, can I tell you something that's jarring? Yeah. So the reason why I'm packing today is because I managed to get a job in it. Now. Thank you. But you know what's jarring, innit? All I wanted to do was get a little money while we're on quarantine. You get me? I'm applying to just better delivery jobs and that. I don't really want to stand. So I'm doing that, and the next minute I was like, flipping hell. Let me just apply to one place. Click something called sales. I didn't see what it is about, but I just clicked it, innit? So cool. Get interview now. It's a group one. I'm a bit nervous. Blah blah blah. But I pattern it up. Get the job. Now I'm in the interview, yeah. Somebody's ringing me. Hang up. Finish the interview. Blah, blah. Call back. Hi, Joe. The sales one's looking promising, but then go back on the phone. Hi, Joe. Yeah, that delivery job for Pizza Hut. Yeah, would you like to? I'm thinking, fam, I just come up with one interview. Like, what? Now you want to give me a job? Cool. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll shout you. I'm supposed to beat them today. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, I took the other job. I got the other job in it. So I took
okay. I was gonna say, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. So then, cool. As I'm supposed to leave today, yeah, I get email saying another job, Royal Mail. Thinking, fam. Hey, listen, the Lord's funny. I tell you that for a fact.
I was gonna say, is it for testimony for today?
It might be stored. My Oxford job, you come with 4 and I'm thinking.
Options.
You play games. But I hate it when you have no job and now all the jobs come.
Yeah. Well, I'm opposite because, guys, everyone knows this. I work in retail and I'm tired of it. I've been there for 5 years. Well, nearly 5 years, and I'm literally taking a leap of faith after uni. I mean,
proper job.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because I've literally given so many years to this company and I'm so grateful. Like I am beyond grateful because it's provided me with so much things. But it's time to leave. It's definitely time to leave. I don't feel the most valued, if that makes sense. Like you're in retail, you're so incredibly disposable. Like if you can't make the job, like they want you to work so much. The minute you say no, they're like, oh, whatever, we need someone else. They'll get someone else, and they've even forgotten that they asked you in the first place. Like, you're so disposable in retail. Like, I'm done.
Rachel, you know what you just said? You reminded me. Not too long ago, I saw some tweet or whatever where this girl was like, this woman died. She had been working for the workplace for years, and literally half an hour after they like had like the little meeting saying, oh, she had died and all that. Her job was on offer 30 minutes later. So focusing yourself. That was literally what she said. She was like, focusing yourself.
Right,
and you're right. You're literally.
I'm not gonna lie. As bad as that sounds, yeah, I'll be real, fam. Like life moves on. Like I'm not trying to sound bad mind in it, but
no, but 30 minutes.
It's a job at the end of the day. Fam. You can't get someone to do that job.
30 minutes.
30 minutes after, like.
Listen, a business is a business.
Put your head down for 30 minutes. All right, let's find somebody else.
Literally, guys, that's literally what happened to me. Like last week, I got to work. I literally just got into work, stepped in. Hi guys. Oh, hi Rachel. So when are you leaving? That's the first thing they said to me. The first thing, like it's months away, and they're already like, I know, I get it. Like you got to prepare, whatever. But that's the first thing they said to me when I walked in. It was, oh, when you leaving, by the way, because we need to get someone new now. We need to get, we need to make preparations. We need at least 8 weeks. And I looked at him and I was like, okay, like I don't know the date. Like I can't just give you a date right this second, but that's what I'm just saying. Like, respect to people that work 9 to 5 is cool and retail, but personally it's just not for me because I've never felt so worthless. Huh?
Don't slave yourself out to these companies. Like, if you need to take a day off, don't feel guilty for taking a day off because they don't care about you. They really do not care about you. Even like if I'm sick, I never feel guilty about calling in sick because I'm sick. I'm not about to come into work and work hard when I'm not feeling well just for no one to care. Like, you have to really put yourself first. I know sometimes they make it out like if you don't comply with everything, like you're gonna lose your job. At the end of the day, what's more important, your job or your life? How can you die and then within half an hour, like your job's need? Like, come on.
Businesses run 24/7, you know.
They do. No one say they don't, but come on, 30 minutes. Have a day at least, like out of respect. Like,
hey, listen. That day they're taking out of respect is a day of money they're losing out on. You know what I mean?
It's
hey, look, listen. You lot live in a corporate world. You understand? They don't care about the little man. They don't care about the tiny guy.
But all right, cool. So the fact is, but you lot in the corporate, but you're not in the industry you want to do. That's why you're in uni. So the fact is, you're slaving off sometimes more than you're actually at uni. Is it beneficial for you? And like,
I get what you're saying. That's exactly the reason why I've stopped doing. This is just me. I've stopped doing overtime since what? Christmas? Yeah, since January till now, until my exams are finished. I don't do any overtime because there has to be a point where you detach yourself. Like, I don't want to rely too much on them. I want to start making decisions that will benefit me in the future. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm doing right now. They've given me a whole grid of dates to do, and I had to literally say, I'm so like, stop asking me. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, stop asking. But that's just me. I don't know.
Is it beneficial that you lot are going uni though? Like,
anyone want to
say? So basically, Joe is saying, yeah, obviously, like, we're being slaves to these small companies while we're at uni, and obviously we're seeing uni as the goal to, get out and get the big money instead of getting the like smaller money. And he's just saying, like, is uni worth it? Like, could we be doing whatever we want to do without uni? Especially when like some of our goals is not 9 to 5, and it might be to be self-employed. So what do you guys think?
I've said this before, like, I always wanted to go to uni and to get my degree and everything. Like, I always wanted to do that, so I did it, and it's been tough, like, especially unfortunately for us, like, we've had the pandemic right in the middle, so it's like you don't even want to be there in the first place, do it like online, so it's really hard. I feel like I could have got to where I wanted to be without you personally. It would have been a lot of work, but I think I could have done it, and if it myself enough, it would have been fine. But when you're in uni, you're here, like, you're a part of it, and you have to kind of do your job to push the system along. And as much as I don't enjoy that part of it, like, I don't enjoy the endless amount of assignments that are literally going nowhere, I sign up for it. Like, I'm stuck, and I know me, the person, I don't want to waste my money, so I'm just gonna stay and stick it out until the end.
True. I feel like uni, of course it depends what course you're doing. Like, there are particular jobs that you can't have without a degree. Yeah, but then I also feel like even if you feel like you aren't extremely connected with your course, I feel like uni's still a great experience because, like, you get to understand how to be independent. Like, I was independent before, but being in a completely different city away from home has definitely taught me how to rely on myself, and think ahead of like how I'm gonna be when I'm out of uni, job wise, friendship wise, faith wise. Like, I actually feel like being away from home, well, not a lot of people are away from home, but I just feel like being at uni itself, like, it actually does give you this different kind of mindset that I would have never gotten if I, like, I don't know, didn't.
Yeah, so it's worth it. I mean, I think it depends on the course, to be honest. Because like one time I wouldn't have known what course to take. Maybe just something in music technology in it. But other than that, if I want to do something else, I think more time. It depends. If you're willing to focus, go through it. If not, if you're away, just while you're doing a 9 to 5 or whatever, literally just branch off into different sectors. So by the time you finish your 3-year course, I could have gone into 3-4 different sectors and then be like, all right, cool, maybe I like one of these, innit?
Yeah, but I definitely feel like you have to remember, everything's a business. Like, everything's about money, and I definitely feel like there are probably hundreds of courses that don't need it. Like, you actually do not need a degree for this particular field. Like, no disrespect, but like, I don't understand. Like, how can you have a degree? Wait, I don't want anyone. Okay, like, so you have a degree. Okay, let me make up something random. Like, okay,
no, it's your opinion.
No,
Your
no,
opinion.
let me. Yeah,
Your
I'm gonna go with
opinion.
it. I'm gonna run with it, yeah, because my brother does it. So, like, if you do like culinary school or whatever it's called,
Food tech.
Oh, food tech.
yeah. But like, is that a degree? Like, can you go to uni for that?
Yeah.
No.
That is a really important thing, but I feel like it's not uni that you need. You have to go to a specific culinary school to learn skills. As a chef, you have things in your brain on demand. Like, you can't just go and look at the book. If someone says they need something, you have to know how to do it. You have to have the skill. So I understand you might hear it and think, oh, maybe you don't need to go to uni for it, but it's like a specific field. I think what the unis do is they might offer a course like culinary skills or whatever, and they don't have the facilities to provide for it. So you've actually spent 3 years at a uni where they haven't really provided you with the facilities and equipment and skills that you need because you need to be in a specific like school. But uni, because as you said, it's a business, they want anyone to make a bit of money. So they're gonna get you in on the basis that you need somewhere to go and you can't get into these fancy like cooking schools or whatever.
Yeah, word. Because they'll say lack of experience and all that. More time you're looking at a book, how to put flour. You know what I mean? Like,
They don't respect the people that be doing culinary, because I'm just gonna be the biggest chef.
not even 100. You know, I would say nudge him more to like it's what do you call it? When it's the speciality, innit?
Fair enough.
To be fair.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't go to want to do music, but go to like a sports or.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Joel. That's exactly what I mean. They just do it courses as they can because they want the money. They don't actually know if they can provide properly for that person.
Yeah, word.
That uni is wrong.
At the same time, for me, being I haven't gone to uni. A part of me.
Oh wait! Before you finish, can I ask you a question then?
Yeah, go on.
So, maybe when I was in first year, I remember you had a conversation with me saying that you was thinking about going to uni.
Yeah.
So what changed from then till now? Because
I applied the exact course that I wanted to do that was an apprenticeship. Mm-hmm. They don't do it no more because of this whole COVID or something like that, innit?
What?
Yeah, they just stopped it, and then so everything else wasn't really what I was looking for in it. So I was just like, nah.
That's but you feel like now looking back, you don't really need it.
I'm actually alright without it, to be honest. I'm actually cool. I'm not making like my time without uni is not in vain. I'm making sure it's not in vain. That's all I'm saying. So
yeah. Good. Because I feel like if for me, like, everyone's different, but I feel like for me, uni was important for me because I wasn't ready to just jump into something without structure. Like, I need something there to, like, okay, I need to do this on Monday, Friday, Saturday, because especially now, like, people keep asking me lately about what I'm doing when I leave, and I feel like a bit of advice, if you actually don't know, like, just say you don't know, because I've told people so many different things I'm gonna do, and I'm not doing those things. So just keep it to yourself. Like, honestly, keep it to yourself, because people ask you questions and you're just like, I'm doing this when I leave. It's okay to say you don't know. It's okay to take a few months off. But for me, if I finished sixth form, how old is he in sixth form? 18, yes. 19, 18, yeah. If I left at 18, for me, without uni, I don't know what I don't know. I actually don't know what I do because I need structure. I'd
Yeah,
probably
no,
be in anyway.
it is structured still, because when you're out and when you're at home and you're thinking, if you don't have work and you ain't thinking like that, you're thinking, I got a free day, like you're just chilled, innit? But then for me, if you continuously get that free time, you ain't got work or you got work, you're thinking, all right, cool, now, like man can't. From it depends. You'll be thinking, all right, I'm gonna stay here, but man can't be doing this for
Yeah.
more time you've just seen some old version of yourself saying, "Hey Joe," and I'm like, nah, I ain't being that. I'm in Harvester and I'm hearing women in there for 20 years and they're complaining, and Harvester, they're only really getting their money on tips. Tips. I'll tell you a tip. I'm leaving.
That's the thing for me, man. I feel like if you're gonna be somewhere for that long, don't complain. Like, not that it's your fault, like 100% your fault, because obviously upbringing, blah blah blah, opportunities, da da da. But it's definitely true. I've experienced that in my workplace where literally they've been there for 20 plus years. They complain to me literally every day. But then one of them said to me on my last day, she said, "Rachel, I've been here for like over 15 years. I'm just letting you know that, you know, do what you can and get out." And she told me that she's been there for 15 years. She said it straight. She was like, "Rachel, if you can, get out of here because I've been here for 15 years." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
If anything, that's what I say. I said, the best thing now, yeah, is literally use if you want to create a business. I don't even care if everyone's done it, yeah. But like, if people doing hair business or nails or guys, barbers, whatever it is, do it out small, but use a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 should be your wall, innit? You get me? Because you take their money and push forward. If you ain't going out like that, use that and invest in yourself. After that, you don't need to chat to them. You just use it as a basis. You get me? Because eventually you will get a 9 to 5 job. And it's just about livable. You can live just about on a 9 to 5 job, innit? But use that to push you off, even if you don't know what you want to do in life, innit? Yeah. Car.
To be fair, people say there's a difference between a job and a career. A job is just something that is an obligation, and a career is something that you're passionate about and you want to.
Yeah. That's true. I think that's the main thing, yeah.
I've never heard that before, but that sounds very accurate.
Thank you.
That's true.
Thank
It's
you.
true.
Is uni worth it for me? No, not really. Okay, to be fair, yeah, I feel like I'm the same with Rachel in the aspect of I feel like I went, to be fair, I think it's our sixth one as well. Like they didn't really push anything else but uni. And also to me, like I didn't want to be behind my peers, and and also even with my family, I never thought about anything else but uni. But I just thought, oh, let me choose if I'm gonna go to uni, because I hear people complain about it or say whatever. I thought, let me do at least something that I'm passionate about, that I would like to be in.
Yeah.
But then now that I'm sitting here and it's third year, I'm just thinking, yeah, there's definitely other routes I could have taken, because it did not need to cost me 9K every year. And it's not even just 9K. 9K is just the tuition. Yeah. Plus maintenance. Yeah, it didn't need to cost me that. And I get what Rachel was saying again. So I'm going back to Rachel's point. Her saying about independence, but not gonna lie, I'm sure NCS could have put something together. NCS could have put something together for us for a month or two for us to figure out how to live independently, because it did not need to cost me that much for me to learn how to be an independent person. But I think it's just up to you, because uni, there's the educational aspect of it being worth it in terms of your degree and getting a job after. And there's the getting to know yourself, because with some people, the degree might not be worth it, but in uni, they got to figure out what they wanted to do. Like they might have started a business, they might have met people at uni that are like their business partners or like lifelong friends where they've gone on to do other things, or their uni might have pushed them to like travel, and then now they love traveling. And if they didn't go to uni, they wouldn't have been on that path. Do you get what I mean? So it's like a mixed bag. But for me personally, for what I want to do, there was no need for me to have gone through this path. But I guess that's my story.
I think more time, since I ain't gone uni, some part of me wants to go to uni and experience some sort of thing, and then the same thing you wish.
What do you want to experience? Just out of question.
I don't know, like
You've actually had like the uni experience without being at uni.
No,
you
all right, cool. Not the
like,
experience, no experience. I wish I knew what that one thing, that one topic. You see how everyone seems to have gone to uni studying one thing.
Yeah.
I wished I had that. Do you get it?
Okay, because at sixth form you studied 4 things.
Yeah, I studied 4 things and what? Religious studies.
The focus is just on one thing. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with RS.
No, but where am I going? Where am I going with that? Huh?
I want to hear what Onyo has to say because he had the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Like being in uni, not being in uni.
Yeah, I was getting there. So what I was gonna say, isn't it? I would have just said.
Now he just went on mute.
You got a tip?
Oh boy,
University is quite a subjective thing to me. I feel like because obviously I wanted to always go uni when I was younger, innit? But then I grew up and I realized I don't like any type of schoolwork, and that was probably right before my GCSEs. I was like, yeah, I don't like schoolwork. Like this is all pointless. Like, I don't get what is this gonna do for me in my life? I'm not gonna remember flipping trigonometry in about 2 years' time. Get that's just something I'm remembering for the lesson to do in the lesson, and when I get out of the lesson, I'm not gonna need it anymore. That was my whole mindset on things. So then obviously when I've got my results now, I've got accepted to places and I'm speaking to someone close to me and they're just like, you know what, yeah, like you're most likely don't know what you want to do. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what I want to do. So they just said to me, go to university, have an experience, see if you like it. And worst comes to worst, you don't like it, you leave. So I've gone to university, I've had an experience, I haven't liked it and I've left. I've come out now, and as soon as I've come out, my friend, he sent me an application for Sainsbury's. So I've jumped into the Sainsbury's job now and I'm still there now. It's been about just over a year and a half I've been at the Sainsbury's. And in that year and a half, the things I feel like I've learned about just the world in general, it just leads me to believe more that I don't feel like I need university. I feel like it's more of a subjective thing in terms of what you're going to university for, because not everything you can go like you're not going to get all your experiences at university. You actually have to get most of your experiences will come from out of the real world. University is it's literally just like a stepping stone, just like how school is a stepping stone, college and sixth form is a stepping stone into the real world. You get they're just more steps into the real world, but they're nothing like the real world you get. Like you said, there's got so much structure and so much things that when you step into the real world now, where's all that structure gone? Where's all those experiences that you've had in school, college, university, sixth form? Like they get thrown out the window because now you're in the real world. You're with bigger people. You have to now adjust yourself again. You get so. Oh, that's it. Also, I also had a conversation with someone. He was also saying like, there are jobs you'll go for where they're not going to want that university student because that university student might be the guy that comes in to the interview. In school how they teach you how to have interviews, like you'll proper sit up straight, bare manners and that. But then in the real world, it's not exactly like that. They just want a person, they just want a person for the job. As in, if it's not a job where you need your qualification, like certain qualifications, as in, a degree and stuff like a master's and stuff like that, they literally just want a person, They don't care what you need to, they don't care what you know, what you don't know, because at the end of the day, when you get this job, they need to show you how to do your job, Yeah. It's not a thing where, all these things you've learned going from school to university is coming into your job. Yeah, you might get some of it, but at the end of the day, whatever you're going to do on this job, you're going to be taught how to do it by the people that's hired you. So it's one of those things where I look at it, I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, I can see where certain things might come into play in the rest of my life, but not everything. So I just feel like it's more of a thing where if you know what you're going for and you know how you're going to use it in the future, then that's all right and that. But don't forget that university is not the real world. University is always a stepping stone. So when you come into the real world, things aren't going to be the same as how they were in university. They say in university you get more freedom, more independence. That's true, but it's still nothing compared to what the real world is like. Because like I said, ever since I've just gone into retail, innit? So it's nothing big. But even just interactions I have in retail when I'm talking to customers and I'm talking to people in my workplace, like I mean like conversations about life and stuff. Like I just get more of a picture on how the world works and the way that it's kind of shaped how I think. It's something where if I could go back, I think I would have still went university because it does provide an experience that I feel like you should have, you know, some type of experience at like university because it is quite a unique experience. But at the same time, I feel like I still would have left because the course I was doing, especially, yeah, I did like it, but there was a lot of things in it that when I'm actually in the rooms now listening, I'm just like, what the hell? This is back. I'm back in school again, learning things I'm not gonna know in like by the time I walk out this lesson. Do you get it?
No, practical. Not proper practical, innit? You're just doing the theory work. You're just doing the theory. Whereas if you're in the job,
like theory work, like they teach. Like that's the thing. They teach you so much theory work about things where you're not going to use it at all. Like you understand? I don't understand all these things I get taught that I'm not going to use in my life. Especially when I look back now, there's so much things from secondary school that I do not. If you ask me, if you actually gave me a secondary school, like a GCSE test right now, I'd probably fail it. No, yeah, I would fail it. I would 100% fail it. I wouldn't know nothing.
No, I want to try that.
Hey, you see,
I wouldn't know nothing.
You see Onel's point, yeah, on like on uni, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in the interview I had with this was like sales in it. That one uni student, and all she wanted to do is like get your character in it. But Donnie's push up, and he's probably in that mindset of like what he's been going
for.
Donnie was like, yeah, during the corona, I've been like full-time studying, and his one was business or something like that. So he was working for like 5 months in some business thing, innit? So obviously her question was, so what else have you been doing? So he said that, and then he goes, I mean, there's not much really to do in that other than that. So, you know, I've been socializing, you know, playing PlayStation with my friends. I said, yeah, bro, you ain't got a job from that PlayStation.
Do you know, okay, but one thing that's so hard, I think one thing that people, maybe just me, I don't know if you guys can relate, that why they might not like uni as much is because you get all this, you're paying so much to go to uni, you're doing your course, and then you get jobs where they want you to, obviously with your sales job, for him being at uni, it didn't matter. It wasn't about that. It was more about what you can bring to the table because yeah, you have a degree, but can you do the job? No. So you playing PlayStation is not right. But yeah, like at uni, like you're paying so much money, you're doing your course, and then there's jobs where they ask for experience as well, but it's like, how do you want me to sleep, do my assignment on time, have a part-time job so I can be able to even make food, like the basic Indomie or whatever, and you want me to have experience on top of that? And that's why I feel like sometimes people think uni's not really worth it, because it's like, I have to do so much to get something that someone else didn't have to pay all this much for, and they're able to, someone that is not going to uni is able to just basically spend a lot of time on doing experience. They can have 5 volunteer jobs. Being at uni, you can just about handle maybe 1 volunteering job, and even that volunteering is a sticky one, because how are you meant to get to the place if you have no money coming into your account? But SFE every 3 months, I don't know how people let the SFE stretch, but well done to the people that let it stretch.
Just to go for what you said quickly, yeah, it's not in terms of like employers don't like uni people. It's more of the fact that they don't. It's not that they're saying, oh, that you got to go uni, you got to have your experiences, have a job, and that. It's more of the fact that when you go to uni, you're not really. I don't get. It's not. I'm not saying it for everyone in it, but why employers they don't really like to hire like you know, uni students when they come across them. It's because like Joel was saying in the interview, like man's will push up and that. That's because that's what you're taught from school, and going into university all the way, that's what you're always going to be taught. You get. So then when you're not in university, you've just got like a bit of flair about you. You get, like you're just your own person. You're not going in there in the mindset of, oh, I've got an interview, blah blah blah. I've got to act this certain way. I've got to be like this. I've got to move like that so that they hire me. When you don't go there and you've got a bit of flair about yourself, it's like, oh, this is me. This is what I'm bringing to the table. Do you like what I'm offering you, kind of thing? Like you're still respectable. You're still having an interview, but it's not more of an interview. It's more of a conversation kind of thing. You get when you're in when you when you've gone through the steps from secondary school to university, it's a bit harder to have a more normal conversation in an interview because your mindset is already like interview. I've got to act like this, speak like this, come across a certain way. When more times they just want to see who you are. That they don't want to see who O'Neill from flipping Leicester is. They want to see who you are as a person. Like tell me about you, tell me about yourself. Like what do you like to do, kind of things. You get. And obviously, I'm not saying everyone, because obviously you can go uni and still have conversations like that in interviews. But what I'm trying to say is that you might come across the odd few or the majority or whatever the percentages is, where it's a bit harder for people to do those kind of things because they've been brought up in a certain way. You get.
No, 100. It's true stuff. That was.
But yeah, if you want to go to uni because it's an experience. It's all a personal choice, basically. Do what you want to do, have fun. If you want to go to culinary school, go. If you want to go to media school, go. If you want to be a lawyer, do what you got to do.
I'll be real. If anything, just take a gap year. Don't even care if your friends have gone next year.
Listen,
Do a gap year, go out in the world, even if you're just whatever. Then the next year, do it. I would have done that.
All I'll say is university is subjective. There's nothing in this world which isn't gonna work to better you, kind of thing. So yeah, if you go to university, it's going to help you. It's not like it's not going to help you. There's everything you do in this world is most likely going to better you, kind of thing. So even if you don't go uni, there are other things you can do to better yourself.
Anyway. But yeah, that's been us, Chatty Pat. You get me? Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you took it on and use it. You get me? Send it to your young ones. And if she's not in there, see you later, guys.